How's it going, guys? This is Halcyon, and I'm here as promised with my double upload tonight. Um, this is week 3 of the SPL Farm League, and I explained what the Farm League was in the last video. So if you haven't seen that, you should just check that out. Maybe if I'm feeling generous, I'll put a link in the description so that you can then click on that link and hear exactly what the SPL Farm League is, but I'm sure most of you know. Anyway, so this is week 3, and my opponent is Syberia, and let me tell you something about this match. In this match, I brought a threat, and that threat's name is Chesnaught. Now, Chesnaught is an absolute fucking beast. Look at it. I mean, it it's just an amazing physical wall. Probably the thing that makes it so amazing is that it's extremely underrated, but it handles things like Aegislash, Garchomp, Excadrill, even physical Mega Lucario to an extent, um, making it just so useful for balanced teams and for stall teams. So, I mean, like I said, look at it. That Chesnaught wants blood, and it's gonna get it because it's Chesnaught and it's got spikes on its back, and it's ready to tear shit up. But this team is actually not mine. It's MC Barrett's, and I believe that he made it by modifying PDC's team, which he used in his own SPL match. I could be wrong. MC Barrett, if I'm wrong, forgive me. If you made this team on your own, fine. I just know it looks pretty similar to PDC's team from his SPL match, which I highly suggest you guys watch because it was a really good match. But anyway, I keep rambling. What's wrong with me? Let's just get into the battle. So he leads off with his Conkeldurr, and I really want this thing weakened. And I know he's gonna go for the knockoff because it's like, why wouldn't you? And so I just go right for the Specs Secret Sword and do a hella ton of damage. But I end up going for the Hydro Pump, expecting him to switch out. I miss, and at first I was like, whatever, he's probably specially defensive, so it doesn't matter. But later I find out he is defensive, and it probably would have done a significant amount of damage. But whatever, I don't really need the miss, or I don't really need the Hydro Pump. So anyway, I go into my Heatran, set up my Stealth Rock. He switches into his Tyranitar. I go for the Toxic, trying to wear that Zapdos down, because Zapdos, looking at his team, is the only thing he has to deal with Chesnaught. So if I can just wear that Zapdos down, I should be fine. But I'm going to go for the Hydro Pump here, expecting him to switch, which was really stupid looking back on it, because he really had no reason to switch. The crit did matter, I've calced it. If he was specially defensive, which I assume he was. So I'm sorry about that. That does suck, but I think he was leaving it in to die anyway, so it's not a huge deal. It didn't, like, he wouldn't really been able to do much back to me. But anyway, so this part of the match is really just kind of stally. It's just Zapdos versus Zapdos, and this is where I find out that his Zapdos is actually physically defensive, because my Thunderbolt is doing a lot more than his, and I know my Zapdos is actually not even fully invested in special defense. It is specially defensive Zapdos, but it's not fully invested at all. So I know that he has to be physically defensive, which means that Hydro Pump would have been real nice to hit, but whatever, I crit him, so... Anyway, so this is just, like I said, a real stally part. I'm just trying to wear his Zapdos down with my Thunderbolt, and he's trying to kill me. To be honest, though, I don't even really need my Zapdos. Like I said, all I have to do is wear this thing down so that I can then go into my Chesnaught and wall the shit out of the rest of his team. So, really, my goal is to just get a free switch into, like, Keldeo or Garchomp to force him out while he's at a low health, and then once I do that, I should be set. I mean, killing it would be nice too, but I'm so sick and tired of this of this game we're playing, so I end up switching to my Heatran, and he goes for a hidden power. I'm really not sure what that hidden power is. I'm guessing Ice, but I don't know why he wasn't going for hidden power. I guess hidden power probably does less than a neutral Thunderbolt, now that I think about it. But I'm just going to go for a Toxic on the switch, because I want this frickin' Zapdos Toxic. And he makes a good play, goes into his Conkeldurr to get the boost, but it really doesn't matter, because I can just Protect Stall him, and then I outspeed him, so unless he goes for the Mach Punch, he's not going to be able to hurt me. So he goes into his Garchomp, and I didn't want him to set up, so I go for a Lava Plume, and I don't get a burn, which is stupid. So here I just go into my Chesnaught, go into the Beast. I'm going into Chesnaught to take some names, and I go for Leech Seed, as he goes for a Fire Blast, which actually does a lot, but it doesn't 2-hit KO, because Chesnaught's amazing. Here I'm expecting him to think that I'll go for the Spiky Shield, so I go for the Hammer Arm instead. And here I make a stupid play. I go for Synthesis, when it would have been actually more efficient for me to just go for Spiky Shield, so that he would have taken the damage and the Leech Seed damage, and I'm pretty sure he would have died the turn before, and I would have ended up with more health. But anyway, it doesn't really matter. So he goes on to his Zapdos. Maybe that's hidden power Flying, but I'm pretty sure it's Ice. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. He actually forfeits here, because his remaining 3 Pokemon are Zapdos, Lucario, and Aegislash, and Lucario and Aegislash cannot do a thing to Chesnaught, and his Zapdos has to be running out of Thunderbolt PP at this point. I mean, actually, now that I think about it, I think it was out of Thunderbolt PP, which may be why he went for the hidden power on the switch when I first switched in Heatran. Because, I mean, Zapdos does have pressure, so it means that he only has, what is it, 23? I think 23 Thunderbolts. So he was either out or he was running low, so he wouldn't have really been able to win, and he knew that, so he just forfeits, and that's fine. I don't have any problem with that, because, I mean, he didn't, like, rage quit or anything. He just forfeit, because, you know, he didn't want to prolong something that would have ended up being very stally when he knew he couldn't win. So that's fine. This team, though, is so fucking awesome. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure MC Barrett is undefeated with this team. Both of us are undefeated. I've used it several times on the ladder, and he's used it a lot on the ladder, and we are both undefeated with it. So it's really good. And obviously, props to PDC for showing me, at least, the insane power that is Chesnaught, because it is a beast, and it will kill you, and it will kill your family, and it will be cute and awesome while it does it. So, I mean, Jesus, I'm going on a little bit of a tangent here, but it's so awesome that in OU right now, we have Venusaur, Charizard, Greninja, and Chesnaught are all, like, pretty viable Pokemon. Charizard and Mega Venusaur especially are, like, great. Greninja is, like, pretty awesome too. It's overhyped, but it's still good, and Chesnaught is underrated. It's not, like, the best Pokemon, obviously, but it's good at what it does. And I think it's really cool that we can use starters in OU right now, viably. Which is not something that we usually can. I mean, Venusaur was big last gen, but you had to run Sun, and Sun was not the best. But anyway, I'm rambling. I do this. It's just who I am. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you enjoyed it. I am going back to school on Monday, so I don't know. It depends on, like, what my roommate will be up to. But I'm going to try to start doing more regular video uploads, at least one every day or two. So be on the lookout for that. But anyway, make sure to tell all your friends that you love me, because I love you. So we got to increase the size of our little Halcyon family. And when we do that, the world will be a better place. So, ignoring how creepy that was, I will see you guys later.